Ready, Garth?
Yeah, I got it.
Turning to starboard. Now!
Wow, she really moves, eh? 12 knots cruising, and that's without the racing sail.
How come you're not on board? Dad thinks Garth is a natural sailor in the family.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm going to show him he's wrong.
The Fremantle Juniors won't have a chance against us on that.
He'll beat it if he doesn't reef that sail.
I'm sure Mr. Liang knows what he's doing, Susan. He's a very experienced sailor.
And Susan was state champion of the Flying 15.
You never told us that.
You never asked.
We did have a life before you came along, you know.
Every marine chart for the whole of the Indian Ocean. Unreal. This must be top-of-the-line navtronics.
Nothing but the best.
Mind if I have a look?
No, not at all.
Look at that, Mum.
It's got automatic memory mode. You just have to call up the right formula. And hey, even you can navigate with this stuff, Chris.
I could.
If you can't navigate, you can't sail.
You can't sail. Where are you going to navigate to? This stuff's all very well, but it's no substitute for good seamanship.
Oh, you'd be surprised just how much of the basic training can be done on simulators these days.
Far out, Miss Leung.
You think you can teach these kids to sail on computers?
Progress, Mum.
Come on, Chris, you can do it. That's it, Chris.
Watch out, the wind's shifting.
Don't hassle her, guys.
Oh, no!
Crystal, anyone could see that wasn't the channel.
Well, I couldn't. I knew I'd be no good at this. And it's not a channel. It's just a stupid computer program.
Yes!
Kevin Carney passed. Crystal Maps failed.
Well, not everyone has the requisite skills.
Show how.
It's a different approach, I'll give you that.
Look out, Amy, you're off course by a mile. Pull back! Look out!
Amy Doherty failed.
Didn't like the looks of that wind change.
No sweat, Mum.
Good one, Geraldine.
Geraldine Crump
That's the way to do
Oh,
it.
well done.
passed.
Let me at it.
Can I have a go now, Mr. Liang?
Certainly, PP, when everyone's finished.
Hey, I'll be big enough for the crew next year, won't I, Mr. Leon?
We'll see.
Good one.
Come on.
Milan Radic passed.
Okay,
Go, Sandy.
Sandy, go for it. It's a bit risky, Garth.
What the heck?
Go for it.
Yes! Garth Liang passed. With flying colours. Hardly surprising.
Come on, Sandy, you can do it. Starboard, Sandy, starboard.
What?
Sandy.
Awesome, you rolled it.
What did you do?
Impossible. I'm sure that's not on the program. A malfunction. That's what it is. The computer.
It's not the computer.
We've had trouble with the hard disk before.
Sandy Leung failed, okay?
So, our competitive racing team will be Geraldine, Gavin, Garth, and the Land Reserve. Now, the boat, I might add, is not just for their exclusive use. It's for all of you as a recreational facility. We're not in use for competition, of course. For those of you who've won places on the team, the first big incentive.
Oh, wow.
The 4-day Young Sailors Nav course in Fremantle.
Hey, cool.
That's radical.
Right, that's it. I want to see the winners' bags packed bright and early. Garth and Milan will travel with Hermes, Geraldine and Gavin with Mrs. Leung and myself. We leave for Fremantle at 0700 hours.
This is going to be so
Don't be late.
cool.
There's a spare bed in the sunroom. Or there's Geraldine's plane, if you like.
Whatever, Mrs. Crump.
The plane it is, then. And it's great to have you stay with us.
Sorry, it's just that losing wasn't part of the plan.
No, never is.
If you ask me, going to Fremantle's not such a big deal.
A lot of good will do them anyway. Real sailing is about feeling the wind, sensing the waves and tides, and trusting your own head and instincts, not some computer screen. Well, I'm off to work. Make yourself at home.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Way to go, Sandy.
What? We're going sailing. Just follow my lead.
What? Keep up, Crystal, keep up.
You were totally right, Mrs. Crump. The whole computer thing stinks.
I mean, who are you going to trust? A machine or someone who's been a sailing champion?
And the boat's moored on one of your pontoons, right?
Yeah. So?
So, Dad said it was for all of us to use.
Why not train your own team? I mean, the three of us.
I haven't got time.
We could go early, before you go to work.
And we're the ones the computer failed. Just think, the four of us, an all-girl team.
I don't think I'd be any good at it.
Says who?
Well, I just know.
I'll have you crewing like a professional within the week.
Don't forget your rose quartz. Always good karma when you're taking on a challenge.
Mum, please. Sailing's a science.
Well, that's no reason for not taking a little spiritual backup as well.
All right. Bye, Mum. You're mucking it up.
No, I'm not.
Hang on. Now, when you attach the tag, make sure you don't get a twist in the foot. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now clip it on. Feed it out about 6 inches at a time. All right? Now, once she's up, she belongs to the wind. The next bit's critical. It has to be done fast. You all know what to do? Okay, girls. All the way. That's it. Nice and smooth. Faster. Maybe that's good. Now we're coming around, so watch your head. Cue the sheets. Changing directions. Watch out now. Oh, well done. That was good. Oh, we'll make sailors of you yet.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good work, girls. Now just sit back and enjoy yourself.
It's not fair. I always get left behind.
Your turn will come, mate.
But when?
Wind direction and strength, that's what it's all about. Never take your eyes off it. Right, now, these are called telltales for a reason. You've got to get used to seeing the wind. Okay, let's give it a go.
We're heading north,
That's east.
but a bit more north.
North-east?
What do you think?
I just thought we were heading east.
No, that was 2 tacks ago. North-northeast it is. Okay, let's bring her about. You ready to tack?
Yep.
Okay, tacking.
Crystal! You get it together, otherwise she'll give up on us.
How'd you go?
Oh, some of us are getting there. Just need a bit more practice.
Oh, good.
What time tomorrow?
You'll be here straight after school and I'll leave work early. I'll be wanting to see some smooth teamwork starting to happen so nobody leaves their brains at home.
Didn't you do it right?
Get lost, PP.
I bet I could do it.
Lat by 115.07 long, so we should be heading 036 for the last leg.
That should get us home. Now, let's see if we can do it by dead reckoning.
Came from there. Oh, no.
What do you think you're doing?
Can I have a go now?
You know what they do with stowaways, don't you? Help me get this rope off my feet.
I'll do it. It has to be wound the proper way. Well, I can do that.
Don't you dare touch it!
All right, ready to drive?
Ready.
Yep. Okay, we're coming about. Look out!
Quick! Get your leg up!
Lift your legs, little jerk. Got him? Put him down.
Next time, you little dog, you can swim home.
All secure?
All secure.
Oh, well done.
Oh, good day.
Shaping up to be a first-rate little crew. Might just be about ready for our first solo. Up to Striker's Headland and back.
On our own.
Fantastic!
Can I come?
No!
Do you think that's a good idea, Susan?
When can we do it?
I said might. We'll see how you go after another practice run in the morning.
Oh, James called. He says he wants you to check the data lists in the morning before he gets back.
Oh, no. A whole day. We can't afford to lose a whole day. Well, I guess we still got Sunday.
The others will be back by then, and then we'll be nowhere.
We should just do it.
What?
Striker's Headland and back. Tomorrow. But we can't.
Why not? Mrs. Crump said we were ready to go solo.
She said might be, like it wasn't definite. What if they notice that the boat's missing?
It's only 40 minutes there and back. They won't even be out of bed by then.
But isn't this sort of stealing or something?
It belongs to her father.
Who took it? I demand an explanation.
What are you doing back, Hermes? I thought you weren't coming home till tomorrow with the others.
I still have my duties to perform. Now, where's Mr. Liang's boat?
Tied up on one of my boys.
No, it isn't.
Sandy's not the boat.
They wouldn't.
Chris left home an hour ago with the sailing gear and there's no one at Amy's house.
Guess they did.
You allowed Mr. Liang's only daughter to sail off out there alone!
I did not.
I've been teaching them Hermes, but I did not say they could take the boat.
Any idea where they might head?
Yes, I think so.
Striker's Headland. This is where we turn back. Get ready to bring her about to port. Starboard! You're supposed to turn away from land. Says who? That's what we did at Seal Island. Well, this isn't Seal Island. And if we turn out to sea, we'll just have to come back in again. Which way?
Rumdoodle, this is Aston Patrol. Respond immediately. Respond immediately.
He's on the radio. Sprang.
This is Hermes and Darkus. I'm taking full control of the situation. Request position, Rumdoodle. Rumdoodle, if you do not report your position immediately, when apprehended, you will be charged with piracy on the high seas.
This is Rumdoodle. Where?
Exact position and location, please.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check that.
Rumdoodle, are you there? What was that noise? This is Asnot. I am not reading you, Rumdoodle.
Sandy? Amy? Sandy. It's okay. We held on. What happened? You all right? Sort of like a wave. No way. Not a normal one. I've never seen anything so huge. Where'd it go? We better call for help. Don't bother. This was the aerial.
Poof! Just like that, off the air.
Told him it was you, did you?
Of course.
That'd explain it.
Well, at least we know where they are.
This is Mr. Liang's daughter. We have to call the Coast Guard, the Navy, the Air Force.
Bit of a chat to sea search and rescue might be an idea.
Sea search and rescue.
No antenna, no radio, no nav gear.
And no sail.
Great.
What do we do now?
We've still got the motor. But only a quarter of a tank of fuel.
Will that get us all the way home?
Probably not.
Where are we?
That strikes headland back there. So the island's got to be that way. We'd make that, I think. And then we can drop the anchor, swim to the beach, walk back to Puckrin's Bay and get Mrs. Crump.
Let's do it before anything else happens. Away from us, Amy. We're the only ones who are moving.
Then it can't be Shell Beach when you said it was. I'm not the one who worked out the heading. You're the one who got us lost. Only because I listened to you.
What do we do now?
Will you stop asking me that? Why don't you think of something useful?
I guess we could use the flares and the emergency beacon.
Great, why not? Let's just tell everyone in the whole world we don't know what we're doing.
Do flares show up in the daytime?
Let's hope so. can hardly see it. We better save the rest till it gets dark. I wonder how long it'll be till they start looking for us.
There's no sign of them around the headlands, so we'll grid search our way to Seal Island.
But
Listen to the expert, Hermes.
Northerly would take them in that direction.
you're ignoring grid 42.
Yes.
But according to my calculations, winds and tide, that's exactly where we should be looking.
I don't think they'd get their boat that far inland, Hermes.
The Avon Valley wasn't in the ocean last time I looked.
Mrs. Mabs, the most dreadful disaster.
Give it a break, Hermes.
What's going on?
A bit of a problem, but it's all under control.
Sandy, Crystal and Amy. They've taken the boat. They're missing.
Phoebe.
They might be drowned.
Why don't you go and wash or something?
But why can't I stay?
No.
Missing?
Maybe. We're not sure of that yet.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
They're out there alone, in mortal danger. We need maximum action.
No, they're not in any danger. I don't feel the slightest disturbance. And I would, you know.
What do we do when we run out of fuel? Drift till they find us. Sandy! Amy! Over there! We'll make it! We'll make it!
To tell you the truth, I don't like the sounds of this. There's been reports of 3-metre tidal waves around the islands out there.
Oh, Lord. Well, don't tell him that, whatever you do.
As chief of security for this base, all communications must come to... What do you want?
Can a 3-metre tidal wave turn a yacht over?
Tidal wave? Who told you that? I knew it. Why won't anybody listen to me?
I'd say they've either lost sail power or steering and been carried off course. In a bind like that, they'd probably drop the sea anchor and work things out.
Do you think they'd be able to?
Well, if it got a bit rough, sail could have been torn or the mast might have come down. Then there'd be some trouble.
Is there anything they could do about it?
Plenty, if they kept their heads.
3 metre wave.
The island can't be more than a few kilometres away. Might as well be 100 now that fuel's run out. How about SOS Morse code? Dash dot dot dash. That only works if you've got power. The radio's dead. But we can't just sit here. We don't even know where we are. I wonder if we could get the mast back up. Oh, sure. It's just been practically bent in half. No, but what if we could cut it off there and then kind of bolt scrape it back into the bracket? It'd be way too short. We could use the storm sail. That's only little. Isn't there a metal saw in one of the lockers? Where'd you get an idea like that from? I don't know. It just came to me. Really need a spanner. Think it's gonna hold? Oh, it feels okay. This is just about going to work. Got any more mega ideas, like where this place is or which way we should go? We could try getting fixed from the highest point on the island. I knew that.
We've only got a few hours left until sunset, so I need every man and his boat out there to keep a listening watch. Do not, I repeat, do not use the radios unless you have something to report. Understood? Okay, people, let's go and find these kids, eh?
As soon as we get close enough, we can anchor and swim to shore. So this wouldn't work better with the sun overhead? No. We know it's 4 o'clock, so that has to be due west. Come on, wait. Rockingham! We're on the mainland! How did we do that? That means the bridge to Cersei must be just... We're not walking home, and we're never going to tell anyone about this. Agreed? Agreed.
You know, I've got the strangest feeling we're looking in the wrong direction. I keep wanting to go that way.
Madeline, that's the mainland.
Yes. Yes, of course. Silly me.
Hey, get an eye full of this!
It's them!
Well, will you look at that? I knew they'd be safe.
Susan, it is them, isn't it?
Of course it is.
No!
Sheltering in the lee of Stewart Island, they improvised a new mast. And then, using the sun to determine their position, they dead reckoned their course home. I think we'd all have to agree that their resourcefulness in the face of disaster is a lesson to us all.
So how come you legends got missed by search and rescue?
As of today, Susan and I will be joining forces to train not one, but two Circe Island junior sailing teams.
Sorry about that. Promise I won't push my nonsense onto you anymore.
It's no big deal, Mum.
Maybe I've been putting a little too much faith into these things and not enough into you.
I was glad I had it. Every time I looked at it, I could almost hear you saying, the way you do in school. Just take the time to think things out and you'll always come up with a reasonable solution.
Well, at least it was of some use.
That's great.
Come on, you might have conned Dad, but I know when you're putting one on.
We handled it, and if you can't, that's your problem.
Yeah, right. And what really happened?
Exactly what we said.
They'll find out when they have to get out there and really do it.